Good morning. It is August 13th. It's a Saturday, and I'm up at the crack of dawn to make one of these crazy videos that nobody will watch, but you know what? That don't phase me because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I was thinking, like sometimes I get frustrated because I don't get any feedback, and I realize like now, when I go to church, and it is great as a speaker as these two priests up at Holy Name, they're not even up there anymore. Like I won't even name them, but people that would know who I'm talking about. That they both are great talkers, but I zone out after a minute or two, and it's nothing personal, but I just have a low attention span. So, and I am just not even on the same not even it's not even I wouldn't even call it a plateau. I would just call it like I don't know. I'm at the curb, and they're like, and it's just one of those things. But I do these things because I think it's good therapy just for myself to say what I want to say, and I don't remember half the stuff that I say anyway. But I say it, and gets out of my brain stem, whatever you want to call it, and plus no one else does it, and I like to be different. So just for the sake of being different. So because generally people don't even put the camera on them, or they just are taking if they go live or whatever, they're just showing like a video of something or whatever. And they're not offering anything of themselves. So at least I'm offering something of myself, and I wish more people would do that because I hate the anonymity and just how people just don't really do anything other than post me, which I also do when I get my groups and everything like that. And but at least you don't have to look at my picture anymore. So lucky you. But I did want to touch briefly on something that happened yesterday, which was kind of nice. I was at work, and there's this guy that I've been seeing for a few months, and he, he likes to drink, and the reason I'm laughing is because it's really not something I should be allowing where I'm at, but I've kind of let this guy have a little bit of free reign because he reminds me somewhat of myself. So, I kind of turn a blind eye to things that I really should be more diligent about. But I try to, when I do see him, give him some pearls of my wisdom, and not too many because I need like a couple of pearls for myself in case I need to hawk them for bail money. um, anyway, so I try to tell him because he's kind of in the same boat I was in quite a few years ago that when I've been listening to him and the things that he says, I try to make him realize, and maybe this could help somebody, if anybody out here in um, this internet world sees this, that life, he goes with his litany of problems. And what I try to instill in my thought process is that there is a bigger picture to the struggles that we all undergo, and everybody undergoes them, and that if you don't feel that you are here for a reason, that you're just some type of a cosmic fluke of nature or whatever, um, then you don't really have any sort of base to work from. But if you think that you were put here for a reason from a higher power, the politically correct way to describe it, how you understand him, which is a lot different for me now at this stage of my life than it was when I was an altar boy and up at Holy Name and doing the whole regimentation thing. But it's still the same. Um, it's the same focus on on the idea of living a life of doing not being so into yourself, and um, thinking what there is a grander picture, bigger picture of things that where we'll never know what the bigger picture is, but there is a bigger picture, and that every every soul that is here on this planet they do have a purpose, and the majority, for whatever reason, don't fulfill that purpose because they go off on the things of this world that send them off on a different path that they were really supposed to be on. And that happened to me for a long, long time, I think. And I'm still trying to figure that angle out. But I think if you have as that template that um, not to be so focused on, oh God, this happened, and they're out to get me or whatever, or just being so into yourself that all these things that they cause depression and lead people to drugs and alcohol and things I'm very familiar with, and instead try to take the blinders off and look at the world and say, hey, all right, well, this is whatever whatever power port, I can't even say it, whatever station of life that you're at, how can I take it from here and each day improve that station, and maybe eventually you own the station, you get your own radio station. Or you get your own YouTube channel or whatever, and it's always, you never to be satisfied and always keep pushing. And what I liked about that interaction with this guy, and he says, Luke, he came up to me and wanted a phone number to this connection that I had, that I thought maybe could help him, get something, get him pointed in the right direction. And I've been trying to tell him as he keeps sipping on his drinks, is that you got to start somewhere, and I had to start somewhere too. And the first step is, they say in these groups, you got to admit that you have a problem, and stop looking for excuses, for what you're doing, and say, hey, I'm not going to go down that road. I'm going to do my best to go down a different road. And that road would be, taking the blinders off and saying, hey, this is like a once in a lifetime. Literally, being in this world is a once in a lifetime. There's no other once in a way to put it. It was a once in a lifetime opportunity. You're not Shirley MacLaine. You're not coming back, or Mars the Cat. You don't get 9 lives or whatever. You get one shot. As Eminem would say, you got one shot. And we all can't be famous, or Eminem, or hit a jump shot, or be Big Pappy and hit the big time homers and whatever. But but your purpose here is just as important as Larry Bird or Bobby or David Ortiz, because you were put here just because God wanted you here, however you understand that. And it wasn't some big bang thing or whatever. God had a plan, and that he has a plan for everybody. And if we don't follow it, but he also gives us the free will to either decide, do we want to try to follow, go the right way, or do we want to give into the way the world is now, and it's so easy to do with all these different temptations that are out there. And but if you wake up every day and say to yourself, I'm going to try to do the right thing today,